Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Motorcycle Mondays. This past weekend, I decided to go up to Kansas to see some family. While I was up there, we got looking online and we found this place called the Kansas Motorcycle Museum. Now, if you've never been to Kansas, here's a pretty good shot of what a lot of it looks like. Don't get me wrong, there's cities and all, but this is what a lot of it looks like. So we headed up to this little town called Marquette, Kansas. And we found out in Marquette every year that there is a motorcycle rally called Thunder on the Smoky, and this year they're going to have their 21st year of doing it. Anyway, we made it in there, we found this little museum, and it's all volunteer run and really pretty cool. So I'll let this tour guide tell you all about it.
And Stan the Man, there's pictures and articles on Stan up there on the wall. He won all these trophies. There's over 600 trophies he won in his racing career. And he was a 5-time national champion, 16 times state champ of Kansas. He did it all on a Harley, like that was one of the last ones he raced, just a 750 KR. And that was all he would ride, was Harley Davidsons. And when we started the museum, he started the museum in 2003. And he brought his trophies in and put them up on the wall and started calling his buddies to bring motorcycles on loan here, because he didn't have that many to start out with. And all the bikes we have up here in front and the middle here are all over 100 years old except for Stan's bike. And this is a 1948 Indian Big Bay Scout. And they only made 50 of those in 1948. They were made for racing. There's about 7 of them left. And like I say, all the rest of them are all over 100 years old. The one up in the stands is the 1915 Harley Davidson. Wonderful restoration. It's won a bunch of competitions. And the oldest bike we have here is this 1908 Thor. And if you look on the internet, it'll tell you there's only 2 of those still left in the world, and we've got one here. That one is a very rare bike. That's the 1914 File bike. And you probably never heard of a File bike. That guy was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, trying to compete with the big boys, Harley and Indian. He went out of business in 1915, so that was one of his last productions. So we got a couple of Hendersons here. There's the Inline 4 Henderson set 1917.
Inline 4. That is super
This is a 1915 Henderson. That actually came out of the National Museum in Anamosa, Iowa. They shut down here about a year. That bike is very rare. That's the 1913 Jefferson board track racer. And that was actually featured in the American Iron magazine, which is national motorcycle magazine here a couple years ago. There's only 2 of those still left in the world. And
I can't imagine racing on something like that.
Yeah, that'd be wild. This looks like it's brand new, but that's actually a 1913 Sears.
Sears, yeah.
And you could buy that in the Sears catalog back in 1913 for $235.
1913.
Which was a lot of money back. 1913 Pope. And this is a 1926 Excelsior Super X.
Super X.
M1. This bike's got a good story too. This is a 1909 Time, THIEM.
Okay.
Manufactured in St. Paul, Minnesota from 1901 to 1911. And the Motorcycle Antique Buyer's Guide states that there are no known surviving examples of that motorcycle. And we've got one.
Wow.
'13 Harley Davidson.
Look at that.
So that's all the old bikes. And then a lot of the guys that used to race some standard brought their bikes in on the side here. And then the back room, we have a bunch of scooters and drag bikes. And there's some really neat bikes in the north room starting about 1929. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to go check out the rest of it.
Check her out. And I got to kind of hang out here.
Thank you, sir. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the Kansas Motorcycle Museum. There's actually quite a bit more to look at, and I didn't want to give it all away. So thanks for watching this episode, and we will see you on the next one.